Our next award is for Social and Economic Justice Award, Elizabeth Balgobin, who is the Voluntary Sector Consultant and Chair of Voice for Change. So, Elizabeth, could you possibly come up? Thank you.
The winner is Margaret McGuckin. She's co-founder of Survivors and Victims of Institutional Abuse. Margaret campaigns for justice for the many children who are now adults who suffered physical, sexual, mental and emotional abuse in institutions across Northern Ireland, and she acts as their voice. Having campaigned successfully for the Northern Irish Executive to establish an inquiry, Margaret now wants to ensure that it will just deliver trust, justice and redress. Margaret.
Well, the campaign is for justice of victims who went through abuse in institutions as children. There is an inquiry now ongoing because of the campaign into why these abuses were allowed to happen without investigations. You know, we were placed into the care of the religious orders by the state. We were not cared for nor looked after. We did suffer physical, mental, sexual abuse and neglect. You know, even though that is more to some people than 50 years ago, it still remains a factor in our lives and the way we live our lives. Why I became involved was I knew there was an inquiry into the abuse in the south of Ireland, and although there's a border north and south in Ireland, you know, and it's gone back in history there, and it's a lot in the north of Ireland about the religious divide. You know, it stopped at the border, and no one I felt was going to speak out about us in the north. Winning the award was quite amazing, and you know, I wasn't expecting it at all, because what I did and continue to do is just something that I want to do, and I just feel the energetic in doing it, you know. But to get an acknowledgement and yeah, to be acknowledged by you guys here in London and all over the UK, it's just a wonderment. Well, the next steps of the campaign are to make sure this inquiry will be worthwhile, that justice will be brought to the victims. Campaigning is important to me because if someone doesn't speak out, nothing will be done. And for so long, over 50 years and more, all of these abuses were just swept under the carpet, and people were just made to be silenced.